Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Cowboys will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Texans going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Everyone, wide angle.
Three down. Hey!
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Kill.
Say. Out.
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
We got three. Three down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before his tackle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Watch one.
Here we go.
Mike 41. Man, I got you.
Kill.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go, D.
Here we go. Kill.
56. Mike's 56.
Here we go. Go to 54. Wide angle.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Quick.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
No.
That one goes for 24 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. They had a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he gets it in. Inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Oh,
2 Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right.
Here we go, kill.
She's scared.
There we go, going to 53. Here we go,
Watch the edge.
wide 80. Kill.
Check 13.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Alert 3.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Kid 21.
Gun.
Single.
There we go. Wide 80.
Single. Shift.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. There he goes inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Wide 80.
41's the mic. Check 41.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Come on. Flex round.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And, right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Gun.
Joker.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Man left. You got 3.
Here we go.
3 down.
Wide 80. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Going right side, he has Winton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Wide 80.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Outside coming, outside coming. Run. Woo, baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Double tight. Double tight.
Here we go. Gun.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
There we go, going to 52.
Motion, 89.
Play clock winding down. They'll try again with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Last stop.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Double tight.
Here we go.
5 down. Stand up.
Prescott to throw this time. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Strong right.
Here we go. What? 90.
On first down, it's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Nice little nifty play for them there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Let's go. What? 90. Flex round.
On first down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Ohio. Here we go.
4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson gets it to Strong. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. And an update from up in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
There we go, going to 53.
3 down, 3 down.
Wide 8. There we go, going to 54. Wide 8.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Hey, here we go. Wide 8. Gun.
Hey, alert
There
3.
we go, going to
Alert
53. There we go. There we go, going to 53.
Switch.
A first down throw for Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
They're coming.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Double tight. Hey, guys,
Here we go.
check me out.
Wide 8.
3 down, but we got to
There
stand
we
up
go, going to
there.
53.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
26.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
There we go. There we go, going to 53. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Who that?
There we go.
56.
Wide 8.
Right, boys. 56. Check 56.
26.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go.
56.
Wide 8. We're going to 54. Wide 8.
Right there. 56.
Gun.
I got him.
There we go. Kill.
Check 37.
36.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Bang.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Check 24. Check.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go. Tight end right, tight end right.
Flex round, Ohio, Ohio, let's go. White, 90. White, 90.
Kill.
After the interception, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ohio, Ohio.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Again, it's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
They're coming, they're coming. Okay, we got four, we got four. Let's go, fellas, we got
Flex
four down, let's go.
round, flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round.
They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down near the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
He wasn't ready. I got 87, that's speed, boys.
Let's go, flex round, flex round.
Heavy. Shit.
Flex round, Ohio, Ohio.
Watch twist.
Watson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here.
Watch tight end's right.
Flex round, flex round. Come on, let's
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Let's go. Round 38. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. White, 90.
On second down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Watch tight end. Hey.
Let's go. Round 38.
Got 4 down.
Ohio. Ohio.
Kill.
Ohio. Let's go. Round 38. Ohio.
Check.
Ohio.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he loses the football a second time. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jay Prosh, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
Your trip is here, baby.
Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy.
Hey, here we go. 180.
Alert.
186.
3 down. 3 down.
186.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll get this one up to the 26. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
There we go. Going to 53. Hey, here we go.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
No. 3 down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Check 88.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An NFL update. They're in the 2nd quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up. And avoids the turnover.
Watch 88. Watch 88. heavy.
Here we go, gun.
Check.
Second down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
Strong right.
They come out here in the I. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Here we go, wide 80.
But again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Come on, let's go. What? 9. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Throwing again is Watson. He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Let's go. Grand 38.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Single.
Wide 8. There we go, going to 53.
Check nickel.
There we go, kill.
Check.
1st down, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Kill.
Prescott on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And an update from up in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Feels right. Gotta do better.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. Kill.
Check safety.
Here we go. Kill.
Catch it.
Here we go. Kill.
Check 52.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Power running by Zeke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Wide 8.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded about a yard deep. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Shot before the break. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Flex round!
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Kill. Turn up.
And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Let's go! What? 9! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Watch tight end.
Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Watch the backfield.
Ohio! Flex round! Let's go!
87
Grand 38!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cowboys have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Completes it to Jason Witten. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. We're going to 54. Wide in.
You better be afraid of me.
Kill.
You better be afraid of me.
Gun. Hey, here we go.
The play clock's running down.
Say.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here we go. Going to 54.
No,
Wide in.
off.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
82's moving. 82's moving. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
We're going to 54. Here we go. Count.
Watch the edge.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go. Going to 53. Here we go. Count.
I'm coming.
Prescott now from the 50.
Alert three.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go. Wide 80.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
On third down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Double tight. Three down.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
41 Mike.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Got it. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
Joker.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80. Hey, here we go.
Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Check.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And an update from up in Washington. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Kill. Wide 80.
Better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Watch twist.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Here we go. Wide 80.
On third down. That's Elliott. And he is knocked down from the side. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure to take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
And only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
Let's go!
On first down, Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Crash. 3 down. Right. He's shot right.
Flex round. Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
On first down, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Let's go. 190.
Here's Watson now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Flex round.
3 down.
Ohio. Come on.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ohio. Here we go.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Grand 38.
4 down.
Grand 38. Flex round.
To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask it.
And he loses the football a second time. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here.
Strong right.
Gun. Here we go. Wide 8.
3 down.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Under
Wide
10.
8.
Under
Wide
10.
8.
10.
Now Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, here we go. Wide 8.
Kid 21.
Prescott from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Here we go,
Hey,
count,
check,
count.
check. 3 down, 3 down.
There we go, going to 53.
Switch,
Here we go,
switch.
wide, ain't it?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
There we go, wide, ain't it?
No.
There we go, going to 53. Count, count. There we go,
Check,
wide,
check,
ain't
check.
The 1st down carry by Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey. We got three. 3
There we
down,
go,
3 down.
wide, ain't it?
41.
They'll go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go,
56,
wide,
come on,
ain't it?
boys. 56. Check, 56.
Gun.
Here I come.
Prescott
Tighten up.
eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Roger.
Ain't no such thing
Here
as
we go,
a
here we go.
loss. We take
Wide,
the
ain't
games
it?
home.
Gun.
Watch out.
Here we go, 20.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Here we go, wide, ain't it?
Take 4.
Count.
Tight.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Gun.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go, wide, ain't it?
Here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out comes Houston. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
Watson now to throw. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Check 26, check 26.
Let's go! Here we go! Check 9, check 9.
Watson on first down.
Switch.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Flex round. Here we go.
Again, it's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Taco Charlton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Flex round.
On second down, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go. Whole game, baby, whole game.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Double tight. Five down. Stand up in.
They'll give to Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 down. Stand up in.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Watch 41.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
tight, guys, double tight. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Everybody think.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.